It seems like a workplace policy, right? But for an American employee, it may mean a longer commute. But for an H-1B worker, it can become something much more complicated because immigration status is tied to employment condition. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a crucial issue. The Labor Condition Application or LCA identifies the employment location associated with the H-1B worker. So you know what happens when your employer says, come back to the office? If that office is in a different location from the one covered by your immigration document, additional compliance steps may be required here. The material specifically highlights the possibility of an LCA amendment when an employee moves to a different metropolitan area in the United States. And if you are simultaneously going through PERM, well, the whole situation can become even more complicated. A change in work location can affect the underlying green card recruitment process depending on the circumstances. So that basically means a simple relocation decision. It could have immigration consequences that a regular employee may never have to consider. Now add another layer here. Suppose a company tells you return to the office or resign. Now that resignation could trigger the H-1B grace period. For somebody who is already living in an expensive American city, 60 days, it can disappear very quickly. You need a new employer, you need sponsorship, you need paperwork, and you need all of that while potentially dealing with relocation, housing, and financial commitments. It's not an easy job, by the way. And yes, let's talk about the broader corporate incentives. Some executives has acknowledged that RTO policies can encourage employees who do not want to relocate to leave voluntarily. For the companies, voluntary departure can sometimes cost less than a formal layoff. But for an H-1B worker, the consequences could be much bigger. So, if you receive an RTO or relocate or resign order, don't react emotionally. Check your LCA. Get the company's position in writing. Ask whether an amendment is required, understand the timeline, and speak to an immigration professional before resigning. Also, a B2 status strategy is mentioned whenever it is required, but that is highly case specific and should only be considered with qualified legal advice. Because you know, one HR email, it can sometimes trigger an immigration clock. But yes, that brings us to an unexpected twist in today's stories. While America is tightening some immigration pathway, India is building something that could pull global talent in the opposite direction.